Good evening, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. You're watching or listening to another edition of Forward Maryland. My name is Bill Woodcock. Regrettably, Jason Booms is not able to join us this evening, but we wish him well. So we have a very special guest on this episode of Forward Maryland, continuing the theme we set forth a few years ago. It feels like a few years ago, but a few episodes ago, with respect to community efforts in Howard County to help the community cope during the coronavirus outbreak. We've had today on the show the executive director of Itemwise Incorporated, Will Woodcock. Will, welcome to the show this evening.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. I know it was a big ask to have your son on your podcast.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, and as if anybody could not have guessed, Will is indeed my son, and the barbs have begun, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see where this goes. So, Will, since the Howard County community is very much too familiar with me and completely unfamiliar with you, why don't you tell viewer and listener land a little bit about yourself and why you decided to start Itemwise?
Okay. So I've grown up in Howard County all of my life. I graduated from Oakland Mills in 2012 and went away to Frostburg and graduated school from there. And then after I graduated college, I really wanted to find a job that actually makes a difference, uh, something that I feel like at the end of the day I could be proud of. And I decided to start Itemwise. Um, and it honestly started as a small idea. It's gotten bigger and bigger as time has gone on, and it still has a lot of room to grow. And I'm very excited about its future.
Okay, so tell us about what Itemwise does.
So initially, Itemwise, the main program is we find donatable items that are being unused, mostly in people's homes, sometimes in office buildings, and retail locations. Um, but we try to take those items and spread those out to people who need it most. Before the virus started, we did a lot of work with the Baltimore Furniture Bank. We did some work here in Howard County with organizations that provide stable housing to those who are transitioning. Um, and then the virus happened, really, and we decided to go more grassroots with our efforts. Helped Columbia Community Care a lot.
Yeah, tell us a little bit more about that. We had Erica Shavaria on the show a few episodes ago. So tell us more about what you're doing specifically with them.
When first of all, she's been killing it. She's been killing it since uh, this first started, and she's really just hit the ground. And it's very impressive what she and all the volunteers and all the people who help that organization. It's really impressive what they do. But personally, I started out just volunteering at one of their donation drop sites. It's turned into me driving and delivering groceries for people. I still volunteer at the sites, but Itemwise has been very lucky to be able to donate carts and hand trucks to make those operations a little easier. And we've also been able to donate, of course, hundreds of dollars worth of goods, including paper towels, a lot of clothing and children's toys, and food, of course.
So Itemwise, so the role that Itemwise has been doing, in addition to donating your own property to help aid the cause, has been to be a conduit. So somebody, as I understand it, so say somebody who can't otherwise get to the community drop-off for Columbia Community Care, they can call you, you come pick it up, and you bring it to wherever it's needed.
Exactly, yeah. And of course, this is all free of charge, but we will be more than willing to do porch pickup non-contact, so everyone's safe, and just bring it directly to community care sites. Any one of the five doesn't matter. The most important thing is that if you do have things that are lying around the house that you've noticed that you want to give away, that you can give away, please do it, because we get lines of it really is almost 50 people at each site. So really, any little bit helps.
So what sorts of items? So I heard you just say every little bit helps, and I'm sure it does. So I'm sure you're not going to turn anything away. But are there items of which now that you especially have a need for?
Um, right now, it's a lot of school supplies. I believe all Howard County schools are back in doing online learning now. Um, a lot of personal supplies are running low. Cleaning supplies, obviously. Diapers that are in all sizes, so from anything that's really small up until the bigger into the bigger sizes of diapers. Um, and yeah, that's about it, honestly.
Hmm. So all of those things, especially, but really anything that you would be willing to, that anyone would be willing to donate, that would fall in those categories of, say, things that people are picking up in great bulk at grocery stores, or I've even known some local restaurants that have donated food, lunches to take to different sites. I mean, really, any of those sorts of things you would be happy to get.
Oh, of course, yeah. Children's toys, little, decks of cards, anything. I guarantee you someone will want it and it will make a difference in someone's life.
So,
The day that you drop it off.
so how can somebody reach Item Lives?
Well, you can reach Itemwise on Facebook. You can reach us www.itemwisemd.org, or you can reach us by phone 410-417-7563. Um, and of course, Columbia Community Care is on Facebook as well. I'm sure your audience knows all about them, but
Yes.
yes,
And also should put forth a very big distinction, but Item Wise is ITEMWIZE, correct?
yes, yes.
Spelling is important for anyone out there. I
That's
can't find it.
That's
It's
true.
with,
If you
with
search it with an S, I believe you go directly to the IRS. Which we're not saying that the IRS is bad, but we're just saying we are not the IRS.
this is much true. This is much true. You gain your insights and your humor from your mother's side of the family.
Some might say that's a good thing.
And of course, the sense of irony as well. Just remember, this is how you're going to look like in 25 years. So,
Minus
so
the receding hairline.
yeah, you know what? It's been 8 weeks. I think
Yeah,
we're getting ready.
I
We're
mean,
getting ready to match each other with the hair.
you have a lot more vertical growth. Mine is more horizontal.
Yeah. I'm just piling it up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so men's grooming tips, ladies and gentlemen, on a further episode. But Will, is there anything else you want to say about Itemwise or about any of the stuff that you do?
Well, I do want to give a shout out to all the organizations that have been making masks for people, even like the sewing organizations. Howard County has one. I know. I think actually all of Central Maryland has one now. They're great organizations if you need masks, cloth masks personally, because you haven't been able to find them at the store. Um, they're really good organizations to reach out to and get some masks made to help you guys out.
All right. That's awesome. And I will say that of course I have little bit of a interest in this. Of course, I've helped Will with his with Itemwise a bit, and I will tell you that I think you've been doing the business now for about 4 or 5 months, and been off to a terrific start when all of this happened. And I will also urge all of you out there in viewer and listener land, do not forget your very small sole proprietor, very small businesses that are running hand to mouth during this time. Obviously, a lot of businesses are donating their labor and their time to help out the big cause. But I know from talking with the executive director of Itemwise that spring cleaning is normally a big time. And don't forget also to reach out to your small businesses, because people are just regular people just trying to make a little bit of a headway, and they certainly need your support too. And please try to remember them at this time as well. Anybody who has need for any services, the businesses that are open. You can find the Maryland website of essential businesses. Please feel free to reach out to your local small businesses, because they very much could use the economic support. Not all of them are the LA Lakers getting $4 million in relief funds. So,
hey, LeBron returned that money.
LeBron returned that money. That was a month for LeBron. So I'm pretty sure that LeBron just pretty much wrote that check. But there was also Shake Shack, and I think Harvard got $6.5 million, and so many others. So we'll see. Incidentally, Will, your letter from President Trump for your stimulus check is here.
Well, first of all, I got that direct deposited, so I'm good with that.
Well, you still got a letter saying that you got something. So, just whenever you want to get your letter from the president.
I'll come get my mail.
Suitable for frame.
But also, I wanted to say that I'm still waiting on my response from Michael Bloomberg. If Michael Bloomberg
you
watches,
wrote him when you were like 10.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting on my response.
You may want to send a follow-up. Just saying.
I don't know if I should need to.
Oh well. Will, wishing you well in all your endeavors. Please let us know how the follow-up to Mr. Bloomberg goes, and would love to have you on the show again.
Okay, yeah, I look forward to coming back, and I appreciate it. I do. Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. And with that, tonight that ends our episode for this evening. Join us again on Thursday evening, where we will be speaking with Harper's Choice Columbia Board, CA board candidate, Ashley Vaughn. Until then, my name's Bill Woodcock. You've been watching or listening to Forward Maryland. Have a great night, everybody. Take care. And